talk to you about something a little bit different than typical scientific concepts that we normally address in these. I want to talk about scientific argumentation and how you establish a claim and justify that claim with evidence. But I need to go working on a few of the different aspects of how you build this argument. First thing that we need to actually talk about is how you build a prediction. A prediction suffices as the law-like characteristic of a hypothesis. It starts with the if statement and then a then statement, which is what this is. If, then. But all that is a prediction. It doesn't actually give us a complete hypothesis, in my opinion. What you need is the theory-like part of the hypothesis, which is the because, the explanation of what's going on and why this is going to happen. If, then, because. Once you've established the if, then, because relationship of this is what I think is going to happen, if this happens, then this, because of this. But that's not done with the argument that I want to build. Instead, I have to go back through and find little chunks of just evidence that goes and supports that aspect of my if, then, because statement. And once I've established all of those pieces of evidence, they support this. But it doesn't tell me why, again, this is my justification that I need to add. Justifying it is other smaller pieces of using this evidence to make sure that my claim, the if, then, because statement, is supported. And once you have that argument built, it rests on top of everything else to be able to say, this is the rhetoric that I'm using. This is what we try to do in science. We use evidence, data, logic, logos, to be able to argue a point with the rhetoric. We're not using pathos or ethos. We're not actually just going through and saying, this is my emotional stance on this. We're not actually just saying that this is who I'm citing as my information that's thinking for me. We are able to build our own argument with an if, then, because statement, supported by lines of evidence, and then justified at the very bottom. That's actually the time that we have for today. Take care.